I wanted to, after meeting, I had my legal yesterday, which I've done a live stream about. And it's early, and we're at training. We're on a training regime, currently, until next Thursday anyway, when I go to court. But I just need to say this out loud again. The police or the government have added 2 more charges to my breaching the reporting restriction. One for stating a fact that Muslims are overrepresented. So one of the reasons I'm now being prosecuted, on top of breaching a reporting restriction, is that I publicly said that Muslims are overrepresented in child grooming gang convictions. That's a fact that Sajid Javid, our Pakistani Home Secretary, has said all over national TV. So this is one of the things that, and I'm going to be asked when I get to court whether I plead guilty to this fact, because apparently by stating this fact and this unpalatable truth, I just can't. I said, I had this with my lawyers yesterday. I said, I can't stomach it. How can I be asked to walk in and agree with something that it's a fact? And I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And you now want to send me to prison for stating the truth. The other problem, which is apparently one of the problems that they want to send me to prison for, is that I said derogatory things about Islam. Now, again, the derogatory thing I said about Islam, it's a fact. I didn't make Islam. I didn't make the ideology. I didn't write the scripture that makes them believe that sex is okay with children. That's not my fault. I didn't do that. Blame Muhammad, not me. Or and this is where I'm having the difficulty, because I'm being told that I'll be in prison if I go not guilty, if I don't meet the government halfway. But I would rather go to prison, and I'd rather be killed in prison than stand up and apologise for speaking open, honest facts in Britain. That's exactly what this court case is not even about now. If it was just about me breaking a reporting restriction that the judge has put on the case, it's not anymore. It was. It's not anymore. Now, and I've got it in black and white, the problem with this court case now, the problem with what I've done outside court isn't just that I breached their reporting restriction, but that I told facts about Islam. And apparently these facts could prejudice the jury. Well, I'm sorry, unless the jury had been sitting with their heads up their arse for the whole of the last 5 years, then they wouldn't have witnessed the Home Secretary standing on Sky News telling us that Muslims are overrepresented, that Pakistanis are overrepresented. And also, unless they haven't, it's like we don't want the jury, judging by what this says, they don't want the jury to know the facts about Islam. Well, I just can't stomach that, and I know it's 6:45 in the morning, it's early, but I'm just about to go boxing with Kev, and I can't stop. I'm actually shocked that rather than realise that public opinion is not with them on this insane trial that they've already been proven to have illegally prisoned me for, they're not pulling back. They're actually going all guns blazing. So on the 27th at the Old Bailey, rather than realising, okay, it's bullshit, because that's what it is, and I'm sorry, but that's what this whole thing has been. This whole thing has been, I did not prejudice the jury. I made no comments that could have prejudiced the jury. I cannot accept that. Facts and free speech, which is exactly what I expressed, should not be illegal in Britain in 2018. It's what they seem uncomfortable with, and seem uncomfortable with people knowing, is facts. And I'm sorry, but I will not apologise for stating facts. Rant over. I just can't stop. I said to Kev again, can you believe it? When I've sat down and read through what they're saying, it's like, are they for real? And I try and wonder, are they that detached from public opinion? Are they that detached from the general public that they think that bringing in further charges against me for derogatory terms about Islam? So, and I want people to know this so that when you see the headlines on Thursday of my court case, and I'm going to go in and politely explain this. Very politely, but being told that absolute farce. That's what it is. It's an absolute farce. And people in America must be sitting looking at Britain. There's no contempt. There's none of these laws in America because they have free speech.
It's making a mockery.
It's making a mockery out of Britain. It's making a complete mockery that a man cannot stand and politely speak facts about what's happening in this country without facing prison. And I'm not. And yes, I'm saying how long am I looking at? 2 years. 2 years. What? What are you talking about? And then I'll walk out and say, is this for real? Is this actually for real? They want to send me to prison for 2 years. For what? For what? For talking about Islam. See you later.
The so-called anti-blasphemy resolution would call on governments to pass their own laws to determine what can be said about religion in public. The resolution urges states to provide within their respective legal and constitutional systems adequate protection against acts of hatred, discrimination, intimidation, and coercion resulting from defamation of religion. Even talking about the influence of Islam on terrorism could be called criminal under this resolution if adopted by an individual country. A group of 57 Organization of Islamic Countries, the largest bloc at the United Nations, has been pushing it out of concern, it says, over anti-Islamic behavior, saying this resolution is a major step towards sensitizing the international community on the serious impact of defamation of religion.